because the movement.
Methods, how do you prepare two different teams for the same event?
Not only that, but two completely different schedules. So we're pretty blessed at Invictus with a wide, or a very diverse group of athletes. We've got our Invictus team and then our Invictus Unconquerable team. Out of all 8 of those athletes, we've only actually had one of them compete on the team for Invictus before.
Slap. Round 1. $30 presses.
We always preach it in Invictus anyways. The gyms are going to fall with it, man. That sounds super cliche because we're in Vegas. But, we just tell them, focus on what you can control. And what they can't control is how hard they work. And then with Invictus, and I got to experience this from a competitor side, we've got an awesome team behind us. We've got CJ's mom cooking all the meals. We've got multiple body workers that come to town to help us out, and so we're very, very blessed and very fortunate. One of the athletes, all they have to worry about is to compete. That's it.
Thank you.
Of course they have a torque tank. Also noted, by the way, these are 2 of 3 Invictus teams competing this weekend. The gym that has the torque tank has a team competing at the Atlas Games, Invictus SV this weekend. These 2 teams here in Las Vegas are currently 1st and 2nd. Eric Harmony on the dumbbell to your right, Alex Rosenberg on the dumbbell to your left, and Paul Redwell also said he's got 3 military people in his team on the left, the Unconquerable group. A little bit of bus flow in the range off here. The 3 people in the military on that team, Devin Kim is none, and Paul Redwell said she's actually the one who's most on team.
Sometimes, sometimes you want to get away from that military time every once in a while.
Rosenhard walks across the finish line and he will release Devin Kim and his partner Ted to go to work with the torque tank. In the meantime, in lane 6, their counterparts from Team Invictus, Jim Ryan, with that hand injury, actually currently in 1st place.
Yeah, boxer's fracture should sustain during the jostling and the start of the run.
Oh, excuse me, that's Brittany White's Jim Ryan will go here soon.
And I had a chance to speak to her in the warm-up area. She said she thinks she got it from making contact with either one of the railings or another athlete. She's not really sure. But either way, she basically seemed unfazed. She was like, yeah, it's fine. I'll keep going. It doesn't hurt that bad.
And yet she's using her hands full-throated here to push this torque tank.
And a boxer's fracture is actually a break of the bone that leads into the main pinky knuckle on the outside of your hand. We call it a boxer's fracture because usually someone bad punching technique, you hit with the outside of the hand and the pinky area, that bone is part of the breaking.
So Team Invictus up on these chest to bar pull-ups, the first there for the female pair, 80 chest to bar pull-ups. We'll see how they break these up, followed by the 60 toes to bar.
And just a second ago when Jen hopped up, you could see she actually canted her body a little bit to the left hand, the hand that wasn't broken, just to kind of gauge how much tension and how much weight that hand is going to be able to bear. And right now, the way she's ripping through these chest to bars, it seems like it's just fine.
This is a huge set. That was more than 10. They also both athletes, that's interesting, both hanging athletes crossing their feet.
Sometimes it just kind of allows you to activate some of the leg muscles, keep that core nice and tight. Although
neither of these 2 athletes cross their feet.
Well, I think you just want to relax as much as possible.
The 2 Invictus teams right now are in the lead on the event. In lane 4, Senator's Green in the blue shirts. Blue City Athletics are the overall leaders. Tampa Stride.
Last lap, round 2. right, 30 presses.
Significantly slower. She's only able to hold on for a handful of reps and have to switch back to Taylor. Taylor's really had to do the lion's share of the chest bar pull-ups.
Now that is a wheelhouse movement for Taylor Stride as a very high-level collegiate swimmer, one of the best ever do it in St. Louis. She's got great shoulder muscles. But Stride will go back into the dead hang and turn things back over to Mara Sanders as we move on to toast ball. Backcountry Black is in lane 5. They are 4th overall. So you're playing with that line right now. Top 5 get a ticket to the games, and you don't want to be chasing on day 3. You would like to be defending in one of those top 5 positions.
Backcountry Black slipped a little bit to start the day. 15th in the upper run, but rebounded quite nicely. 7th in the men's clean and 5th in the women's clean. So the rough run didn't do too much damage in terms of their ability to recover and still put up a strong performance on the day ball.
Mona Heather on the right, there's Zoe Warren is on the left. As we take a look back at Invictus, unconquerable in lane 3, the time to beat for equal 17 minutes, 17 and 21 seconds. So 4 minutes to knock out 60 overhead dumbbell squats.
You saw a quick note that for depth there on the overhead squats.
Ballard left, Ryan right. Unconquerable left, Team Invictus right. And Jen Ryan will switch off to Brittany Weiss as Ballard continues to bring out her first 20. Devin King not yet touched that dumbbell.
Ballard looks super solid. The other guys already had this switch and looking in good shape here as far as positioning. Nice. Right arm, clearly her stronger side, but she was locked in that entire time.
The team man-made 5th overall, just a 1-point lead over the Ohio Brutes in 6th place. And the Ohio Brutes are next to them, so they can watch over their left shoulder, the right of your screen, and know that they're going to gain some ground here. It's actually a disconcerting feeling if you're the Brutes, knowing that you're watching your opportunity all the way for you.
Well, it's something you know at the same time. It's a tremendous performance from CC. Her weekend might be over based on the struggle she had during the rock, but so far so good. They're still within, relative striking distance. Because we're seeing Team Man-Made struggle a little bit on the dumbbell.
And this is incredible because, and we saw no rep to start these off for depth, but CC Piper, who is behind right now, she'll take on the dumbbell next, is an absolute just beast when it comes to straight up squats and empty movements. So she could get under that dumbbell and move and gain ground as we look at Invictus. Taylor Ballard may have done all of these.
They switched out once for Devin King. She may have done about 15 to 20, but the majority of these overhead squats, Taylor Ballard is absolutely smashed.
She was on her right hand early. She's now on her left hand. Her partner goes in hard, screaming at her, nail embrace. That is an event victory here for Invictus, unconquerable now, 100 points by 2 minutes, Tommy.
Just highlights when you're firing on all cylinders, the separation you can create in these team events. When you have a collection of individuals that can operate as a unit, there's just a big spread. We've seen it from teams like CrossFit Mania created before and Invictus in the past as well.
And that'll be second place for Team Invictus. Number 17:20 was the time to beat for Heat 1, so they get in well under that as well. Down in lane 7, Team Man-Made. And you can see the Ohio Brutes right behind, gaining ground, but still off pace.
And they have a little bit over a minute still to get ahead of that top time for the freebies. So even if they can hold on here, it's a top 3 finish overall.
Team Man-Made. They're in 3rd. But this is critical from a spacing perspective. In lane 2, Fitness Like a Pro from CrossFit Roseland in the great state of New Jersey. There's a group of feet. If you wait for them, they actually come faster. Across the finish line.
And the Ohio Brutes made up a ton of ground and then actually passed Backcountry Black in lane number 5. Man-Made is a team on the bubble, but they're only 16 points back of Backcountry Black, so even if they just pick up 1 place
machine has got 350 pound squats and just Froendt down 55-pound dumbbell overhead squats.
They beat back country black to the line, so they're going to pick up a little bit of points, even though they're going to lose ground on that.
Last lap, round 3.
Good day for Invictus.
Hey, 30 presses.
The female duo of Devin Kim and Taylor Valek is what really separated from the rest of the pack. Their proficiency on the chest to bar and the toes to bar. Out-dueling Jen Ryan and Brittany Weiss on their leg of the relay. Jen Ryan so gutsy, still competing with that broken hand, but Taylor Valek just absolutely blew away these overhead squats, and that was the difference maker.
Unconquerable by 30 seconds beats Team Invictus. Man-made a minute later comes across in third place. They finish 3 spots ahead of the Ohio Boots, who will 1 point behind them. And at the beginning of the end, so there will be some space in there. And the Invictus contingent going nuts down in front of us as Nikki Brazier meets with Team Invictus Unconquerable.
There's a sea of green back there cheering you guys on. Congratulations. Taylor, I have to ask you, you had experience with this event. You did this back in 2017 with the team. First, tell me a little bit about incorporating the torque tank and how that made it different for you.
It definitely got your heart rate up a little bit for the Max 6, but other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Now, I know that back in 2017, you did the majority of the overhead squats with dumbbell, and here we saw you were able to really push through and do almost all of them again. What was that such a strength for you?
I'm not sure in 2017. I found out that it was a weirdly good movement for me, so I was pretty excited to see the workout come back.
And in training, was that something that you had planned for this event as well?
Yeah, we knew I was going to do a little more than Devin, but she really came through too, and hers were really fast.
Congratulations. Now let me ask you guys, you're here kind of head-to-head with yet another Invictus team. I know that you try to train together when you can, but sometimes it doesn't work out. What is it like for you knowing that you're kind of like going for the same podium spot as your team?
5,
It's all
4,
we're all friends at the end of the day.
3.
We definitely each got chips on our shoulder. We're as the other team member. We don't want to be the B team per se. And I think everyone in our gym knows that we're pretty evenly matched, but we want to show the world.
Thank you, Nikki. It's an event win for Team Invictus Unconquerable. Who's assigning better? A team, B team? Come on.
When you're as accomplished as a gym as Invictus, you can get whatever name you want. Climb the top of the mountain, winning it all in 2014. Now you have 2 teams here this weekend, looking like they're going to take 2 of the top 5 spots and maybe in the top spot overall going to the final day.
We have individual events still to get to here this afternoon. A morning that started at 6 a.m. with the teams, then 7 a.m. for the individuals. They will go until almost 4 p.m. tonight. The women will start first just after noon. As we go back down to Nikki Brazier to talk a little football.
Todd, we've had a few weeks now of these semifinal events, and it's the first time that Noel's had a chance to come in to be such a big part of the CrossFit Games season. So far, how is it going for the Froendt partnership?
Oh, it's been amazing. We're super excited to be here to celebrate these athletes, to celebrate the sport that we were born in.
I know you have a few new things coming out to support the games season. What do you guys have planned?
June 25th, the first ever Noble CrossFit Games product collection will launch. Footwear, apparel, and accessories for people who work hard and don't believe in excuses. We love it, and I think everyone's going to love it too.
Part of what I love about having Noble here is how deep you guys have been in the community for so long. You're athletes yourselves, you've been CrossFitters, you support great athletes in the field. How much of that community connection drives what you do?
It drives all of what we do. Noble was born in the CrossFit community, and we're here to stay, and we're excited to invest in it.
Thanks to Nikki Brazier and Todd Melody as well. It's a Noble, the new title sponsor of the CrossFit Games, for which we are awarding 15 tickets, 5 men. 5 women, 5 teams to the individuals here on day 2 as we roll away from Vegas.